Good morning, everybody. Orange Jay here with another War of the Visions video, and it is Friday night, which means it's time to bring out the War of the Visions FFBE PvP official jacket that you can't buy anywhere. You gotta get, Hiroki's gotta gift this thing to you, right? So I got one, I feel really cool. Anyway, it is the top 8 draft for the Elemental Cup Finals, the huge $20 prize on the line tonight. And you can see we've already got draft picks coming in. One adjustment had to be made. Kiwi did not realize daylight savings time was a thing, so maybe he's asleep or just missed it. We did have to put an alternate in, Shadow for Kiwi. So the 1 seed in this tournament actually out, which means Cop will start us off with first pick, and first 3 picks have already come through. Elena, Cloud, and Halloween Little Leela are already off the board. If this is your first finals that you've seen of a Friday Night Fights Cup, we do it like this. Each player who makes it, the top 8 point getters from the month, will do a draft. It's a lot like a fantasy football draft, where you draft first pick to last pick, and then last pick to first pick. Since Shadow got subbed in, he will be last pick and have the 8th pick, but then he will also have the 9th pick, and it will go back up. You'll see it. You'll see the picks fill in as we go. And then Engelbert taken off the board early by Francesca. It could be that Cop and Francesca are both trying to build up some kind of a light team. It's hard though. It's hard to build a mono element perfect team when you're drafting against other people, because Starlight Ellen and Engelbert are a pretty sweet little 1-2 combo, and they're both already off the board. Cloud, also not a surprise, neither is Halloween Little Leela for Mont. Now, Zazan coming in from Lord Raptor right there. I'm going to double check on Discord right here. That is supposed to be a UR Zazan. It filled in on the page as normal Zazan. No worries, just know, in case it just doesn't update correctly, that is actually Earth Element UR Zazan. And Raptor's not doing some really spicy limited cost team right there. Okay, so we're waiting for the rest of the picks to come in. What's the thought process here? If you're in a draft like this making picks, how do you go about it? I think it's an important question, and there's a couple things you have to consider. Notice how Dervis came in and locked Joom in. That could both be because Dervis wants to use Joom, or it could be, I don't want Mont having Halloween Little Leela and Joom together because it's too strong of a combo. You gotta think about like blocking other people. Valentine's Day Salir comes in for Machine. And now we're back to Shadow. So Shadow the alternate, 9th place finisher, actually 10th place finisher in the last point standings. Maverick, the 9th place finisher, is subbing in as our bracket. He's doing all the behind the scenes work here. Sitting out. Good man. Appreciate it. Shadow gets to play. And now Shadow gets to pick. So what's the alternate going to go with here? A lot of huge names off the board, and we've got every element represented besides water, fire, just water and fire, right? Yeah, we got lightning, earth, wind, and light. Dark. No dark yet. There will definitely be some dark picks that come in before the end of this thing. All right. I'm watching Discord closely right here as well. Shadow... Okay, hold on. I'm going to remind Shadow how it works here. So, Shadow, you make 1 pick at a time. So, one of those 3, you can't pick Shadow trying to come in here and pick his whole team. Goes with the OP choice, though. Winter Luartha. My personal favorite DPS unit in this game right now. Winter Luartha, spear user. You all know we're big spear using fans on this channel. And, insane range for a spear user, which is pretty cool. Now, Shadow will get to pick again because he was last pick. So, I could see some... Oh my gosh, I actually just realized what Shadow did. Okay, Shadow actually did the correct thing and made 2 picks at once, and I was like, no, you can't do that. And he's like, bruh. Take a drink of your Monster, Orange Jay. You need it. It is true. Okay, so Shadow takes advantage of being 8th pick and getting back-to-back picks by removing Winter Luartha and More the Merrier from the board. This is a really strong play because you already had Halloween Little Leela and Joom taken by Mont and Dervis. So now, not only have you locked in a really strong core to your wind team, you've also blocked the Halloween Little Leela and Joom from picking up 2 of the best wind units in the game to bolster their roster. Huge play. Machine goes ahead and snags Ildira. That's a strong play. 120 Ildira has done nothing but work since we've seen her, come into her EX job. So a really strong magic team coming together for Machine X. It's Dervis's pick next. Now with the Joom pick, and basically the other OP wind units off the board, do you just pivot to a rainbow team here for Dervis? Maybe. That's probably what I would do. We will see. Dervis is typing right now. So the pick is coming in. The suspense is killing everybody. Oh man. I'm curious too. I think, do we get, I bet you fire does make an appearance. And there's our first dark. So Black Rose Helena comes off the board, and Dervis says, look, I can go to dark here. I have the building blocks of a really strong rainbow team with a tank and a strong mage. Or if everybody else kind of avoids dark, which the door is open for that to happen, I could fill in with a nice dark squad. Lord Raptor goes to Laswell for the second pick. So you are Zazan Laswell coming through. The makings of a really strong evasion team on the board for him. And now it's Francesca's turn. Somehow, the Engelbert pick is not denied more light, and yet it does come through. Una comes through for Engelbert. So Francesca is piecing together the rock and the support, right? Engelbert, Una, a staple PvP duo coming in, and Francesca is somehow able to piece together 2 light picks early. Now it's Mont's turn. Mont has the Halloween Little Leela. This is a really, like Joom, honestly like Joom, a pretty easy splash, and Mont splashes into Gilgamesh. I did not see that coming. In fact, Ice, I would say, is very, very overrepresented in terms of like what I think strength is, but who knows? Here it is. Okay, and our second water unit comes in. It's Cloud Summer Elsorel coming together for Sir McCrane, and that's interesting. I'm not exactly sure how the Cloud Summer Elsie comp works, but maybe it's some big brain play that I just don't see coming, especially with how much lightning was still available. Okay, Cop's turn. Has Starlight Elena, and I want to point out that King Jaden has not been taken yet. So Cop could put together the Elena Jaden, or could go for just something. Oh yeah, it was Jaden. I mean, let's be real, we all probably knew it was going to be Jaden, and now it's back to Shadow. So, yeah, it goes, yeah, we're back to Shadow for his third. No, it's Cop's pick again. Gosh dang it, having to replace somebody throw me off. Cop gets back-to-back picks. So what will Cop put with the Jaden Elena? Let me make sure that everybody else is like, yeah. Everybody in Discord knows that I'm stupid while I'm talking, and they're constantly like reminding me that I'm wrong. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I will take another drink of my monster while okay, Cop does the Charlotte. Big tank coming through. Elena, Jaden, Charlotte almost doesn't need a 4th pick. You're almost just safe to just throw that out there. But you could throw in like a Frederica 4th pick for Cop and do like a missile comp. Jaden, Charlotte, Fred. So there's a lot of options actually still available for Cop with that 4th pick. Now we're back to Sir McCrane. The Cloud Elsorel something comp is going to come together. McCrane could look for a tank here. Good tank still available. King Mont, for example. Option. Could look for a more dedicated support. Aerith would fit nicely with Summer Elsie, to be honest. Fred and Cloud could pair. There it is. It's the Aerith coming through. So a really interesting. Okay, I actually see what Sir McCrane is doing here. What he did is he said, I'm going to play water. But if I'm going to play water and anybody else in the world has Cloud, I'm screwed. So I'm going to first pick Cloud, assume that no one else is crazy enough to play water, and then I'm just going to put my water team together. Big brain stuff. Big brain stuff right there from Sir McCrane. Okay, we're over to Mont now, and King Mont come. Okay, no surprise. If you've watched any tournaments in the past, Mont, he has to pick one of 2 units. Either King Mont or MR Mont. So he gets lucky right here and is able to get his UR namesake in round 3. That's a pretty good play. Chat says we call Sir McCrane what he's done here hate drafting. And yeah, probably, right? Now, Francesca is able to get a 3rd strong light element unit with King Rob. The interesting thing here is that King Rob, normally thought of as an evasion unit. How does that work with Engelbert and Yuna? And it's actually not too bad. Yuna has no problem running the Bahamut card or some kind of agility boosting card. Rob can run his own VC, and you have a nice bit of agility, like evasion base right there. And then Engelbert's Engelbert, right? He's going to roll in, he's going to tank stuff. It's really no big deal. Lord Raptor snags the Golbez off the board right before Dervis, so blocks Dervis from getting the June Black Rose Helena Golbez like magic dart comp put together. So I wonder if that's what Dervis was thinking, and if it was, what's the pivot here? You could go for just a really big tanky team with like a Dwayne and just be like, we're gonna have a lot of shields, a lot of HP, or you could go full rainbow. Just pick any other strong mage, run generic vision cards instead of dark vision cards, something like that. But a lot of strong mages already off the board. Ildira, Summer Elsie gone, Aerith gone, etc. So, let's see. Dervis is picking, calculating, thinking. The average scores here, interesting. It's like, I don't know, it's trying, okay, anyway. We'll, Oberon comes in. So Dervis just says, you know what? Do you know what a common theme for Dervis's picks are? 100 cost. There is no cost limit in this draft. So Dervis is like, let's pick 100 cost OP things. June, Black Rose, Helena, Oberon. Check, check, check. Got them all. That's looking pretty strong. Okay, Machine's turn. Valentine's Day Solir, Ildira. 2 strong mages, Barret. It's a Barret pick coming in for Machine. Putting a tank. Barret is kind of a tank, right? He has hate in a passive ability. Somebody to draw a little bit of aggro and do a fair amount of damage. Nice synergy there with Valentine's Day Solir. A very surprising pick though. Okay, now it's Shadow's turn. Shadow gets 2 picks right here, back to back. 3rd and 4th. Warrior of Light comes in for the Luartha More the Merrier squad. And then who's the 4th? Because that's a pretty strong 3 right there. You got a DPS, you got a support / DPS with more, and War of Light, Lara Croft. Boom, Lara Croft shows up. So Shadow, the substitute player today, coming off the bench, goes Winter Luartha, More the Merrier, Warrior of Light, Lara Croft. Lock it in. That's pretty hype. Cop's turn. It's Machine's turn. Machine's back up. Yeah, we're going bottom to top now. Look, I almost got it wrong again. I'm going to take another drink. With my invisible can of Monster Energy. Brought to you by Green Screen Technology. Do you like energy? Me too. So have some with a Monster. Sponsor me, please. Okay, the spicy picks continue, though. That is a Rosa coming in for... That's a Rosa coming in for Machine as Ashaman drops that sub in the channel. What's up, Ashaman? Machine fills up the squad with Valentine's Day Solir, Ildira, Barret, Rosa. So choices to be made right there. Actually, a really cool Ice Missile team with Barret, Rosa that could just use Solir as the 3rd guaranteed hit, big magic damage for that squad. Ildira might end up being the odd one out there, but Ildira also a very good splash unit, right? Good support, good damage. You can mix it into whatever. And Solir does missile damage, right? Like, her job is really good. Energist is solid. Solir is a monster. Okay, we're back to Dervis. Dervis does not have 2 units of the same element yet. He's got a wind, he's got a dark, he's got an earth, he's got a mage, he's got a physical DPS and a tank. What comes through for Dervis right here? Twitch chat is saying they're surprised no one has picked an Ibarra yet. That is a top tier unit still on the board. And I would not be surprised if it ended up in the hands of anybody at this point, but particularly, I'm looking at maybe like Sir McCrane or Cop to pick up Ibarra, perhaps? There's Renan. Oh, our newest unit coming off the board. Durbus picks up Renan and has a full-on rainbow squad. Wind, Dark, Earth, Lightning comes through. And we're going to get to see Renan in Friday Night Fights for the first time. The only tournament Renan has been in so far was the official live stream tournament. And he kind of got earthed, right? He ran into an Earth squad and couldn't do anything. There's no full Earth squad on the board. In fact, the only 2 Earth units picked, Durbus has one of them, UR Zazan is the other. UR Zazan could be a bit of a problem for Renan, but the rest of his team can bail him out because there's only 1 lightning unit there. Okay, Lord Raptor's turn. UR Zazan, Laswell Golbez, and what? Golbez is the non-evasion unit of the 3 Raptor has picked. So does he go for a 3rd evasion unit and try and run that squad? Does he pick up a tank right here or something? But what tanks are still really available? With, is Charlotte off the board? Charlotte's off the board, Warrior of Light's off the board, King Mont's off the board, and Joom's off the board. So if you're looking for a tank, Engelbert's also off the board. You're pushed pretty down on the tank tier list right now, if that's what you're looking for. Maybe you pull out like an MR tank, maybe a Dwayne to synergize with Golbez. We'll see. Dwayne UR Zazan is an interesting one right here because you would get a lot of tankiness, like a lot of bruiseriness without true tanking, I would say. Let's see what Raptor's going for. I'll check the Discord right here. Ooh, I've seen it and it's spicy, you guys. It's spicy. It is not what you think. It is not what you think. It might be this unit's first pick in a top 8 draft. Chat's guessing, and they're wrong. Nope, Twitch chat has not guessed it yet. It is Summer Catone. Summer Catone coming in here with the spice play. Fire Summer Mage completing this team. And I've seen, like, look, I don't know what Lord Raptor's team is. It is a lot of things, right? It is a lot of things, all of which do damage. All of which do damage. So Raptor's plan is kill people. He's like, look, I'm going to draft people that can kill people. And then we see Francesca filling out her team with an Orin that is immediately followed up by a Victoria from Mont. So Mont was ready to plug in that ice unit, was just sitting on that pick, and has a very Mont has a very balanced squad here. You have Magic with Leela. You have Physical with Victoria and Gilgamesh. And I guess I was wrong. Hold on. Francesca actually picked Summer Kilfay. Not Orin. So, whoops. That's okay. Oh, you know, it happens. Sometimes the autofill thing just does weird stuff. Oh, okay. Francesca. Yeah, okay. Victoria. Anyway, it's McCrane's turn. It's McCrane's turn. What's McCrane going for here? Let me click off of that so we don't have an ugly blue box on the screen. Let's see here. Sir McCrane. Yeah, McCrane, it is your pick. We've got Cloud, Summer Elsie, Aerith. Does McCrane finish off the water squad right here? Is that what happens? Do we get Titus? Or do we get regular Moore? Something like that. Go full water mages. Or, let's see, what other water unit? You could go, we could end up seeing a regular Ramada. One of my favorite water units, by the way. She's really good for an MR. But I'm guessing Moore. If I had to guess right here, my guess would be Moore or Titus. We shall see. Or Ibarra. Mont. MR Mont. Just, okay. Okay, now, I did not see that coming. Regular Mont off the board. So, it was an MR. We said maybe we would get an MR unit right here. We did with regular Mont. And now the last pick of the draft belongs to Cop, who somehow got Elena, Jaden, Charlotte. Seems really strong. Elena plus Jaden. It's like that wins things. It's like we've seen that win things before. What's the last pick here? Let's see. Could be Fina. Could be another MR unit with Fina. That would really fill out that team nicely. Could be... Rob is gone, I believe, right? Yeah, Rob went to Francesca. That could have been another spicy one. Lucio? Maybe do we get a secret Lucio? Does Ibarra finally get picked? Or does Ibarra somehow slide all the way through the draft? I don't know. Cop's got the make the choice. Typing right now. We see Cop is typing. The suspense is building. The last pick of the draft. It is the drum roll. Brr, Lucio making his debut in the top 8 draft for the tournament. And that's it for the draft. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here. We're going to give the players a few minutes to put their teams together. About 5 minutes, throw a squad together. Let's look at the bracket while we're giving them a minute here. Here you go. Our first match of the day will be Shadow versus Machine. Then it's Mont versus Starlet Francesca, Cop versus Dervis, and then Sir McCrane versus Lord Raptor. That's the bracket. That's what's happening. Give the players a second. We will be right back. All right, first match of the day is Machine versus Shadow. Now, it's a little bit unlucky for Shadow. Shadow, in his first 2 picks, was able to score Halloween Little Leela. I'm sorry, Winter Luartha and Mary Moore, 2 wind units, but is going up against Machine, who picked 3 ice units. We might be into an ice versus wind matchup here, but Shadow is going to dodge that as much as possible by using his 2 non-wind units in this first fight. We're going to get to see Laura Croft, Mary Moore, Warrior of Light. So a really spicy team, a team we've definitely never seen in a Friday Night Fights before, versus Barrett, Rosa, Valentine's Day Salir, an ice missile team with some nice magic damage mixed in from Salir. Okay, Barrett also, remember, does have access to striking damage, and if he gets close to people, well, he likes to punch them with that big machine gun that he's got for his hand. Mary Moore looking to do some supporting. Looks like she's in Time Mage sub. That will help keep her back a little bit, and, you know, haste is a pretty good thing to have on your units. Laura Croft's up. She's going to step into range, drop a barrage. Actually does pretty decent damage to the Barrett right there. Warrior of Light picks up a haste. Valentine's Day Salir counters by hasting Barrett. It's going to be Miracle of 2 Moons coming out for Rosa. Excuse me, the Rosa Limit Break coming out early. Big heal with an AP restore. Very, very nice. Barrett actually has 100 AP. He goes for the arm shot, looks for the disable on Warrior of Light. It doesn't land. It's Warrior of Light's turn. He's looking, he's got haste. Shining Sword comes out, 1490 damage, and regenerate onto Warrior of Light. Mary Moore, Divine Toxicology, 3100 damage, and the poison lands. That's pretty cool. Salir steps up, she's channeling Divine Prayer from Rosa, Shell, and a heal. Laura Croft's turn. What's she got? She's got Reflexed. She gets Reflexed. Barrage comes in. It does not kill Barrett, but this poison, hold on. Barrett goes, boy, watch his point blank shot. Oh my God, huge damage coming out there from the Barrett, and then he dies. He walks up there, goes, just basically self-destructs on the enemy team, but he goes out with a bang, almost killing more the merrier. Warrior of Light will heal himself. Mary Moore's turn. She steps forward. She's going to look for Divine Toxicology onto Salir. No poison that time, but a little bit of damage. Salir's turn. There's a couple units grouped and a Warrior of Light out in front. I suspect a limit break here. It is going to be the limit break. Huge brain play by Warrior of Light, stepping away from his teammates, preventing like a triple hit from Salir. Instead, it's just 4400 damage with a debuff onto Warrior of Light. Laura Croft gets gunned down by Rosa, and Salir with that haste gets another turn and kills Mary Moore. It's Warrior of Light versus 2. Okay. He's got a lot of HP. He goes Deterrent Sword, debuffs Rosa, but I don't think Warrior of Light has it in him. I don't think he has the damage to chew through a healer like Rosa. She's actually going to Divine Prayer, heal herself back up, give her a shell, and it's Warrior of Light's turn again. He's in a lot of trouble. He's out of AP. He's going to hit Rosa with his sword for 637 damage. She's channeling a spell. Twin Chi Rupture will almost kill Warrior of Light. Full life onto Barrett. Barrett's back! The hero of the story returns. Maybe Barrett gets to finish things off. That would be really poetic. Yeah. Barrett says, look, I'm back with the vengeance, baby. Pulls out his Gatling gun. About 4k damage. Warrior of Light goes down. And Machine X picks up the win in the first fight. That was super exciting. Congrats, Machine. Shadow, thank you for filling in today. Machine moves on. We're going next to Mont versus Francesca. Fight 2, loading in, Mont versus Starlet Francesca. Remember, Francesca has nothing but light units on the squad, and Mont is countering with a rainbow team. Halloween Little Leela, Gilgamesh, King Mont. Mont staying true to his name, always running Mont in some form or another on his party, and has a Keenblade comp right here. So Gilgamesh starting things out with the Keenblade. Interesting to start off with that, but that's how the, agility worked out. And with only 5 minutes to build the team that you just picked, sometimes you don't get the perfect amount of team building in. Francesca, with this light team, is deciding to go with the Slash brothers of Rob and Engelbert. So we've got King Rob and his faithful vassal over here, Engelbert. Interesting. Yuna backing them up's a big deal, and Yuna's channeling probably a re-raise on herself to start things off. Engelbert gets chunked by Halloween Little Leela. That is going to be his biggest nemesis in this fight. He should do well against Mont and Gilgamesh, though. Here's Kotetsu, 1800 damage, slash resist down. Can Mont finish him? Can the 1-2-3 attack kill Engelbert? No. He's too thick of a boy. He shrugs it off, and now it's Yuna's turn. Yuna probably looking for a heal. She steps up onto the stairs and starts channeling, and Rob's up. Rob says, King Mont is in my sights, and he, crucially here though, a couple big things. Rob steps next to Engelbert, and it's Halloween Little Leela's turn next. This could be trouble for old Robert, who needs to dodge. He dodges it. So there's one dodge in the bank. Rob on track to do what he needs to do. Gilgamesh's turn, 43 AP, second Kotetsu of the fight. This time Rob doesn't dodge, and he's hanging on by a thread. Taunting Blade comes out from Engelbert. Will he move? No, he stands still, and it's King Mont's turn. King Mont with 53 AP goes, oh boy, oh no. It is the destiny of Leonis. King Rob gonna get gunned down by King Elda? Yeah, double berserk with 2 kills. Courage pops on Engelbert, and it's Engelbert Yuna versus the world. That's looking like trouble. What's Yuna gonna do? She has options. She probably will just heal right here. Yeah, she goes for Kiraga onto Rob, who is in a lot of trouble. Like, Halloween Little Leela kind of eats Rob for lunch, and she could look to do it right here. Wind Axiom, yeah, that's 8,500 damage. He dies. Yuna stands alone. Now, in the past, Yuna has 1v3'd before. With a lot of that, with a lot of Aeon bonds, anything is possible, including a full life comeback right here. Mont procs his hate. It's Yuna's turn. Is she going to go for a full life? Try and turn this around. She is. She's looking for a channel. Leela's up. Leela might look for a heal here as well. No, she's going to try and snipe Yuna. 5,300 damage. Not quite enough. The full life is going to go. No, Yuna says, I'm the carry. I'm killing people. Mont dies. Gilgamesh's turn. He's out of AP. He's going to channel probably a shield for himself. No, it's a quicken on Leela. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty. Gilgamesh is going to just let Leela finish it. Height-based arrow. That'll gun down Yuna, who will come back to life. She does have re-raise. Now, Yuna. It's a 2v1. It's better than a 1v3. She goes smile practice. You guys, this Yuna has a surprise in store for us here, maybe. Gilgamesh's turn. He slaps her for 650. No Aeon bond. It's Halloween Little Leela's turn. No, it's Yuna's turn. Yuna, she's looking for that full life. She says, I need Engelbert back in my life. Engelbert, get up here. Leela's turn. 69 AP left for Leela. So she's running low, but still has a real nice number. It's going to be the pumpkin. Big space pumpkin coming out here. It lives up there next to the space chicken, but it's a pumpkin. 4,100 damage. Aeon bond. Yuna's full HP. You guys, this Yuna, I'm telling you, we've seen it before. Full life onto Engelbert. It's a 2v2 all of a sudden. Engelbert is out of AP, crucially. He's going to have to buff right here. He could go courage and hate up. He does. Engelbert has returned and has drawn aggro. Gilgamesh goes big AoE, and Yuna Aeon bonds for the 5th time in this fight or something. It's her turn. Is it Space Chicken? Does she go for the Space Chicken? She's busting it out. Here it is. She says, how dare you drop a Space Pumpkin on my head? I've got a Space Chicken in my pocket. That kills Leela, and wait, hold on. Leela comes back to life. It's Leela's turn. She has 853 HP, but Leela only has 20 AP left. She's going to summon Typhoon, stuns Engelbert. That's pretty crucial. And then Leela has 1,000,000 AP, or agility, so she gets another turn. She guns Engelbert down, but it's just courage proccing. Yuna's turn. Yuna, what can you do? Can you kill Leela? Can you heal Engelbert? She's going to go for the heal. She goes for the heal. She says, Kiraga for you, Engelbert, 7,300. Is Leela out of AP? And can Engelbert do anything? He says, slap. He says, take this, little Leela. He guns her down. And I told you guys. I told you. We've seen it before. Yuna, the 1v3 god before Cloud and Elena were that, gets the win. That fight was crazy. That fight was crazy. GG, Francesca moves on. Mont is knocked out, and we will go to our third fight of the day next. On to fight number 3. Now, it's really going to be hard to outdo the second fight in this thing, but Dervis and Cop are going to see what they can do to entertain us here. Both players showing a big tank in slot 1. Joom versus Charlotte. A classic tank matchup, really strong, but remember, not backed up by their classic same element counterparts. Instead for Dervis, we've got Oberon Renan. So, Renan only at 115 too, so a 115 Renan, a 120 Oberon, a full 100 cost team. For Cop, now look, Cop got away with what I think is the biggest steal of the draft. Drafted Starlight Elena on first pick of the tournament, makes total sense, right? Then got King Jaden on round 2. King Jaden came all the way back around and joined the team, and we might have a little bit of a connection issue here. So I'm actually going to leave the room and rejoin. I'll keep talking through it. Let's see if we can get back in here. But Elena Jaden is insanely strong, and it's pretty hard to believe. 47284 is the code here. It's pretty hard to believe that that comp was able to exist. Let's see if we can get back in here. The fight's probably already about halfway through, and so sorry for the technical difficulties. Sometimes it happens on a live stream. It's just part of it. So we'll see. We're jumping back in. We're connecting. We're loading. The classic here. Yeah, and chat's talking about how it's just crazy that Jaden got that deep. Another thing that I'm surprised about is no one picked up Ibarra. Ibarra snuck all the way through. Okay, we're in it. Oberon casting Purple Dragon's Aegis right here. Gets his shield online. Everybody's still alive. Elena goes Drain Evocation, so buffing up her magic. Charlotte steps way forward, slaps Joom. Jaden staying back, jamming thrust action right there onto Joom, and we're off to the races. Here comes Oberon's Limit Break. Does this just hit Joom, or does it hit more than Joom? Just hit Charlotte. It does just hit her. It almost kills her. Then Joom executes her. Okay, Elena's up next. She's got Joom right in her sights. Banish Blade comes out. Joom is down. It is a 2v2. Ronan's turn is next. 206 AP. Can do whatever he wants. He's going to channel a spell. Chaotic Discharge comes out. The confusion. Double confusion from Renan. Jaden does still shoot him. What's Elena going to do? Elena slaps him with her sword. He saved so much damage on himself right there. That was clutch. And Renan's first appearance in these Friday night fights might just be a spicy appearance. 166 AP. He's channeling another spell. Jaden's turn. If Jaden shoots Elena right here, Jaden shoots Oberon. I thought for a minute Jaden was going to kill his teammate. He dies to Renan. It's 1 HP Elena versus 2. Now, personally, I've lost plenty of fights in my day to a 1 HP Elena, who just evaded everything I threw at her. However, if Oberon is summoning right here, which might be the case because we've got a little spectator delay. Nope, he just pokes her. 1874, Elena goes down. Oberon Renan wins the 2v2. GG. We're going to the next one. For our fourth match of the day, the final of the quarterfinals, the final quarterfinal match, we've got Sir McCrane versus Lord Raptor. Sir McCrane showing Summer Elsie in slot 1, Lord Raptor showing UR Zazan. So, a couple limited time units getting flexed. Let's see what the rest of the team comps look like. For Sir McCrane, it is Cloud and MR Mont. Regular Mont with his new EX2 buff showing up for the Friday Night Fights finals. Remember guys, there's $20 whole on the line. So, humongous prize, life-changing amounts of money on the line. It makes sense that Sir Mont would come out. Lord Raptor, on the other hand, running what might be an evasion squad right here. Laswell, UR Zazan, two really nice evasion units with a Golbez backing them up. Let's see if there's any dodging. One thing about Mont is Stone Throw is undodgeable. So, I don't know that it does enough damage to be like difference making, but it's pretty good at executing low HP units. Mont does run the Keen Blade buff and then beelines it to go on top of the cliff right there. Cloud gets his AP regen going on, so he's ready to go. And then Summer Elsie gets her Protect online. So really nice buffing done here by the MR Mont team. Raptor, we're going to get Immortal Spirit for Zazan now. So he's got his AP regen. He's got one of his Don't Die moves on. He's ready to go. Mont goes for the Taunting Blade. Zazan dodges it. There's one dodge. It's going to be important to keep a track of what kind of dodge action we see. Do Laswell and Zazan pay dividends by taking no damage a bunch of times? I don't know. Golbez buffs and moves forward. Cloud has 100% hit attacks too. And not only does Cloud have a single target 100% hitter, he's got AoE 100% hit because he's that good. Somewhere else he's up. She has 161 AP, so she can do whatever she wants. But is she in range? I don't know. We're getting a little bit of that spectator delay, which oftentimes means a limit break, and that is what it means here. It looked to me like Zazan did not turn to face this attack. If he didn't turn to face it, that does mean he didn't dodge it. He didn't. Okay, so 4,200 damage across his face. He is low, but it's Zazan, so he has to die a couple of times. Golbez out of range. Zazan goes Kingpin Smash, 3,400 damage onto Mont. Golbez's turn. He's channeling a spell. Mont actually just walks up and slaps Zazan. Pops his... You guys. Zazan. Wait, cross slash. Cloud does not go for the AoE. He just goes, I'm going to snipe Golbez in the middle of channeling a spell. And Golbez gets dropped. Now, Zazan, 1 HP in a dream. He sees 3 units right next to him. He's going to go for the Taunting Blade. This could be really big damage. It's actually not that big, but it will be a combo. Laswell coming in over the top. It's going to be a chain. Laswell's limit break. Can it kill some stuff? It kills Mont. He's down, but Cloud and Elsie are still alive. Elsie goes Unavoidable Pain. No evading right there. And now it's Cloud's turn. Oh, no, Elsie slaps him with a book first. Wait, Laswell has to use his shield to block the book, and then he gets cross slash. He's down. Sir McCrane wins. Cloud, too good. And man, oh man, there we go. So, MR Mont, I think, was clearly the MVP of that fight, right? MR Mont moving on to the semifinals. But it won't be the next match. The next match will be Machine X versus Starlight Francesca. Let's go there next. Here we go. Semi-final match 1, Starlet Francesca versus Machine. Francesca, all light units, so we know that's happening. And we saw Machine's Ice team dominate a Merrier the More Wind team earlier. How's it do against Light? It is the same squad. The only difference here is Francesca has swapped out Rob for Summer Kilfay. So not impressed with Rob's amount of dodging, and knowing, honestly, that you're probably going against a Valentine's Day Solier. Rob would have been an unfortunate choice. It was nice to be able to pivot to Summer Kilfay to just bring some more damage without worrying about evading. Yuna's turn. The hero of round 1, Yuna, is putting re-raise on herself again. That's a good play. Barrett puts Bells online. Engelbert looking for... Bells Engelbert, so he's got his Gunblade, he's got his Bells, he's ready to rock. Re-raise onto Yuna, she's ready to go, and we're off to the races. Rosa looking to do some supporting right here. She's staring at Solier, but she's just going to step forward and do nothing instead. Kilfay, 44 AP, goes Spirit Ward Mastery, Attack Spirit Magic Resist buff. Will be very useful against this team. Okay, Solier's up. She's going to look for a haste or something. Nimble movement from Yuna. She's got to be able to move into the fight to do to do all that carrying that she did last time. Rosa still out of range. Barrett won't be, though. Barrett should be able to do some hitting right here. He goes arm shot, looking for the disable. Oh, baby. He finds the disable onto Engelbert before Engelbert can generate any hate. So Engelbert's going to be a slow-moving rock that does nothing and might end up being the last person alive in this fight. What can Kilfay do? She goes Frostwind Axe, does land the Frostbite onto Barrett, which might nerf his AP enough to take him out of the fight for a bit, but Barrett did pop Bells, so he has a lot of AP already. Detonation Blast comes through. It is tanked fairly well by that Spirit buff from Kilfay. Barrett still has 53 AP. He can do his point blank. It almost kills Kilfay. She is still alive. Engelbert moves and does nothing. Yuna has a chance to save Kilfay right here, but casting time is going to be important. She's channeling it. Surefire Shot will kill Kilfay before the heal comes through, and casting time bites Yuna in the butt. She does heal Engelbert, but Engelbert can't do anything because he's disabled. He's going to get shot by Barrett, 212. It's Solier's turn. She's going to use her limit break right here on Engelbert, and I think this is Engelbert's last turn of being disabled, but 6,400 damage hurts. Okay, he should drop the disable here after it, ticks on him one more time. He scoots forward. The disable does fall off. Yuna's going to look for smile practice. So it's It's Unibert versus 3, and they have Protect and Shell. Rosa goes Ice Crystal Era for 200 damage, and crucially, Yuna's Aeon Bond doesn't proc. She could die right here to a Detonation Blast from Selir. And that's what's going to happen. She does have re-raise, so she will come back to life once. It's not her turn, though. It's Barrett's turn. Barrett, though, is out of AP. It doesn't matter. 1562. He crits and kills her, and the hero of round 1 is out of here. Engelbert finally gets to do an attack, and it literally gets reflexed by Rosa. That feels bad. Rosa's going to step over to Barrett. She's going to use her limit break to heal him back up, and I don't think we're going to see the 1v3 Engelbert here. Like, Engelbert's a thick boy. He's got a lot of HP, but Valentine's Day Selir says, I do magic damage, and Engelbert does not like this very much. She steps over to her teammates to feel more comfortable. Detonation Blast, 4,000 damage. Barrett gets the kill, shoots him down, and the Ice Team, Machine X and the Ice Team, picks up the win. GG. One more semifinal fight to go. Let's go there next. Okay, semifinal match number 2. Sir McCrane versus Dervis, and MR Mont versus Joom. Now, on paper, you would say Joom much better than MR Mont. And if you said that, I would agree with you. But never forget, MR Mont is the hero of the game. He's the main character, and he's bringing his Final Fantasy VII friends with him. It's Cloud, it's Aerith, and it's MR Mont. Okay, no Sephiroth on the other team here, but Oberon can jump into the sky, and we know that Aerith's weakness is people who start above her, right? She's not very strong against people who are higher than her in the air. Joom, Oberon, Renan, and Renan looking particularly good against Aerith, actually, for being real. Joom should do well here against Mont, but I think, anyway, this is crazy. It's 2 rainbow teams. It's going to be going nuts. Here's Lightning's Blessing from Renan. He gets a shield online. Mont could be Keen Blading right here. Is going to be a Keen Blade. This time, crucially, it's a Keen Blade after both Aerith and Cloud went. So a properly used Keen Blade right there will get Aerith into her casting mode. She could be using Time Mage sub right here. That's what I expect. Maybe a Quicken, maybe a Haste, something like that. Oberon looking to put his shield on. Renan already has his shield on. And Joom puts her shield on. So lots of shields on the 100 cost team over here. It's Renan's turn. He's got 193 AP. He steps up, Domain of Lightning, Missile Attack Resist, and Spirit Buff online. Here's Re-Raise onto MR Mont. So MR Mont looking pretty thick up here. He's got a lot of move and jump because he's the main character. He goes Taunting Blade onto 2. Actually, pretty decent damage onto Renan right there from an MR unit Taunting Blade. Aerith channeling another spell, moving into the danger zone a little bit there though. Cloud's turn, he goes for the limit break. He says, I see your shield on you, Joom. I'm going to remove that with my limit break and do 5,400 damage. So big damage comes out. Aerith goes Sorcerer's Storm. I did not see that coming. Pretty decent damage. Joom is low, Renan's at half, and Oberon's out of range. Here comes the counterattack though. Joom, looking at the enemy team, steps forward, Stormwind Rend, Agility debuff onto 3, and chunks him out. Here's Renan. What can he do? He was the MVP of his last fight. He goes Chaotic Discharge. No kills. It gets tanked. Aerith's turn. She could look to do some healing right here, and it's going to be the limit break. Healing Wind comes out, a big heal and a defense buff coming across for the allied team. I had a 50% chance. I knew it was defense or spirit. I got it right. Mont's turn. Joom is low. Mont goes Killer Drain Blade, and it does it felt like the wind on a mildly windy day. Joom's still alive. Triple Slash comes out though, and now Joom and Renan are both dropped. It's Oberon versus 3, but remember, Aerith not good against people who jump. Cloud has Reflex. Right. Let's not forget about Reflex, the single most OP move in the game, and the Lightning unit reflexes the Earth unit. Aerith does die because, again, her weakness, but crucially, Cloud does live. That reflex was huge. Here comes Triple Slash onto Oberon. He barely cares about it at all. Oberon has a chance here. Honestly, Oberon has a chance. 25 AP is a little low. He goes Halting Spear onto Mont. He's going to need to generate some AP to win this fight. Mont's turn. Immortal Spirit. Oh my god, this Mont has Re-Raise and Courage online right now. Uh-oh. Cloud has 135 AP. He goes Cross Slash onto Oberon. 3,800 damage right there. Oberon probably going to auto-attack both of them or summon. He just goes with the single auto-attack because Joom's body was in his way. That's unfortunate. Note, though, he didn't move. He's dead, though. I was going to say, him not moving will give him a turn before Cloud, but MR Mont finishes him off, and MR Mont is going to the finals. The Final Fantasy VII Mont team will face Machine in the grand finals for the $20 grand prize. Let's go watch that. Here we go. Grand finals, and it's the classic, it's the El Clasico, right? Barret versus MR Mont. This is the two people that everybody expected to see in the finals. You see it in the finals of every tournament, top of arena every week, Barret, MR Mont, or maybe this is actually a big surprise, and we get Barret and MR Mont, who have both overperformed expectations to this point. And here's your finals. So Sir McCrane sticking with the same team he just ran. It's Cloud, it's Aerith, and it's Mont. So we should see some buffs coming through. Soldier's Honor onto 3, sets up nicely for Aerith to start putting her shields and buffs online, and then sets up for a Keen Blade from Mont. Here's Aerith. She's going to go Protective Familiar. And that right there, what you just saw from Aerith, I want to point this out. Her buff hits in a square, not just a cross. So she's able to not move right there and cast her buff, which keeps her in the perfect place for Keen Blade, saves her CT, really helps set up the comp early. Barret puts his bells on. Barret with that point blank shot in particular has been an MVP of this tournament. Aerith is channeling another spell, probably Re-Raise in this case. Cloud probably about to pop bells, or although an apron, it's going to be bells. Cloud's AP is locked up. He's got plenty of AP for the whole fight. Rosa steps forward, nothing to do. MR Mont steps forward, Taunting Blade onto Barret, 2300 damage, and Mont has his hate ready. He brings some hate anyway. Now he's got all the hate he could need. Aerith's turn. What kind of buffs is she bringing out here? Just do this for me. She drops her hate, trying to stay safe, and then crucially, she hasn't moved yet. That's a big deal for getting her more turns. Barrage comes out from Cloud, Barret getting a little low, but Rosa does exist, and Rosa can pop the limit break. So Barret's going to get his HP back. He's also going to gain some AP. A very nice move here from Rosa, and we're off and running. Barret looking to step up and do some damage. He goes to the side, focus shot, 4700 damage, slow and defense debuff onto Mont. Aerith looking for a heal. It's going to come through 40, it full heals him and buffs his spirit, which is good because Valentine's Day Solir is next. She's going Bombardment of Love. This will debuff Mont and do 5400 damage. Definitely would have died without the heal and spirit buff from Aerith right there. However, it's Cloud's turn next. Barrage onto 2, big damage, and Cloud says, I'm going to step forward. Rosa steps to the side, Divine Prayer, Shell, and a heal onto Barret, who's looking to do some work. He sees two people close to each other, point blank shot, his best move of the day, takes Mont down, but Mont has courage, so he comes back to life. Now, Mont could look for a killer Drain Blade here if he has the AP. He goes for the Blade Bash instead, and finds the stun onto Barret. Mont and Cloud are next to each other. This could be a cross discharge. It's going to be a detonation blast, from Valentine's Day Solir. Kills Mont, but really importantly, Cloud lives with a barely noticeable amount of HP, which will trigger probably the limit break here from Aerith. Yes, it is. It's going to be the limit break. Can the Final Fantasy VII team hang in there and win this tournament? Spirit or defense plus a heal, Cloud's full HP. He's going to look for the Mega Slash. Is it a double kill? Barret dies, Solir dies. It's Rosa versus 2. Rosa says, nuh-uh, I'm bringing Barret back to life. We're doing 2v2, and both of them, everybody's full HP. Cloud's turn again. Does he just Mega Slash again? He probably just doesn't move and Mega Slashes from the same place. Rosa says, yo, Cloud, you ain't the only one with reflex. Barret dies again, but Rosa reflexes it. Aerith goes Sorcerer's Storm, but hits nobody because Barret's dead. Rosa steps back, Ice Crystal Arrow. Does not get the AP debuff onto Cloud. That could be a problem because now he has enough AP to do his Ascension move, and Rosa's in trouble. 6,800 damage. She lives. She does live, and Cloud is out of AP. Does she heal herself? Does she try to kill Cloud? She heals. Divine Prayer. It's going to be a Shell and 3,000 HP. Can Cloud auto attack for that much? Almost. Literally almost did it. Aerith is stuck in a bit of an AI loop right here. She does make her way forward. It's Rosa's turn. She's going to heal again. She's like barely hanging in there. Mont ticks away, so he's gone. Aerith is coming in. It's another reflex from Rosa, and a Sorcerer's Storm probably coming out here from Aerith. Yeah, okay, wait, Rosa is putting on a dancing clinic right now. It's Ballerina Rosa out here dancing circles around everybody. She's back to full HP, and if Cloud can't hit her, which he can't hit her because she keeps reflexing, he can't generate any AP. Aerith's like, look, I'm going to have to bust out the laser beam. Actually, turns just run out. Who won? Wait a second. The Cloud Aerith team wins on turns. Rosa lives, but she can't win. What the heck just happened? GG. Let's put it on the screen here real quick. Your winner of today's tournament is Machine X. Right? Wait, no. Who made it? I don't even know who 2-player was. No, it was McCrane. Sir McCrane won. Let's look at the... Wait. Who had the... yes, Sir McCrane. Cloud Aerith, right? Yeah, that's the Cloud Aerith team. Sir McCrane wins. So McCrane, GG, my dude. Congratulations on winning the tournament. You will win the $20 grand prize and the limited official Orange A Discord server title that I haven't made yet, but you will be one of 3 people to have one of those. Awesome. Okay, thank you everybody for watching this. If you want to participate in Friday Night Fights, we will be starting a new Cup series very soon, probably next week. Hit the Discord up if you want to see those rules. I'll have them posted by about Monday. And yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.